Okay.
Now, these are some that you circled in the afternoon because you liked them.
Well, you see these here?
Well, marks. You didn't like those two.
I cut those out.
Yeah. This one you liked.
Did you know military doctors have their own award, the Golden Glove? This year's recipient was Mordecai Schussbaum, a submarine doctor who had the incredible audacity to ask a man with the bends to bend over. Let's see if we got anything else here that's worth a hoot. No, we don't. Okay.
Is that a wrap on that?
I think so. Okay, tonight we've got an entertaining show for you. This actually is just for us in the studio.
It's kind of a get acquainted time.
Yeah, it's funny how you can sit in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You know, before the show, and
Looks
you read
so
this,
great.
and you chuckle yourself, and then you circle them,
Yeah.
and then you get up here, and something happens between there and here.
Yeah. Die.
Who knows?
Why don't you do Colonel North.
Colonel Oliver North. No comment. That bit stunk.
Take them a week to get that bit out of the curtains. My first guest tonight. Excuse me? Oh, I know that. I was going to say after we'd be back. After we come back, my first guest. I was going to do that. I wasn't going to say our first guest is coming out now, Fred. I realized that we have to do a commercial first. What did I start to say? I said my first guest tonight.
First guest tonight will be.
I was going to say. Then I was going to say
be.
after this commercial will be.
Okay.
But no, I didn't get a chance to do that. People are so quick to pounce on you when you're in trouble. You pounced on me. What's this wee crap? You guessed me. You see, this is when it's really rolling out here, and I'm dynamite. It's a big family.
Yes.
As soon as it goes into the tubes, it's we and hey, it's that. And Doc had read this yesterday. He left town. Doc went to Phoenix. By the time you go to Phoenix, you'll be dying. All right. Okay, Vernon Booger Ray is going to join us, as I said, after this commercial. We'll be right back.
I'll get it, Alex.
Mel's Market. Here's your order.
What order?
Side of beef.
I didn't order.
Here's your delivery, sir.
What delivery?
Your Stroh's 30 packs.
Stroh's. Alex?
Nah.
Stroh's and Stroh Light. Fire brewed for smooth, consistent taste. And with 30 packs, you get more beer.
Pardon, Pierre's Pet Shop. Here's your poodle. Oh.
Alex.
The Van Pattens meet the Yogi Berras.
People ask us, what's a Jiffy Lube? Hey, what's a Jiffy Lube? Jiffy Lube is the place for car care convenience.
In 10 minutes, the J-Team changes the oil with quality Pennzoil.
Here comes the Pennzoil.
Replaces the filter, fills the fluids, and lubes the chassis.
14 services.
And free coffee.
So
welcome to Jiffy Lube.
Take care of you like family.
And Yogi, Jiffy Lube helps your car last longer.
With Jiffy Lube, it ain't over until it's over.
What's so different about Arby's new chicken club sandwich? The slice of Swiss, the crispy bacon, the fresh lettuce. How about the juicy tomatoes, the creamy mayo? What makes it different is the chicken. Roast chicken, not fried. Something no other fast food place has. So come into Arby's for the only roast chicken club sandwich around and taste the Arby's difference.
Well, here's great news for the men of Arkansas. May Horn is back at Horn 7th and Center in downtown Little Rock. May, it looks great to see you surrounded by all these good-looking suits.
These are beautiful suits. They're spring and summer.
And for any and all occasions, I guess.
Any and all occasions and the same good values.
So we're talking an opportunity to save money on top quality at Horns, where they're still dressing most of the best-dressed men.
All of the best-dressed men.
Hello there. My first guess, I guess, fits the description of a pioneer. Did you come from pioneering stock?
I'm sure I did.
Did you know my great-grandfather, Marshall Carson, once drove a wagon between Denver and Omaha? Yeah.
You never
really.
told me that all these years.
That's right. Anyway, for the last quarter century, I don't know why I threw that in, because we not often we get a pioneer guest, and I wanted to tie it in.
You're a pioneer.
Going for anything tonight. For the last quarter century, that'd be 25 years.
Almost.
He has had no permanent address because he keeps changing, I guess, day to day. He's from the southern hills of Oklahoma. Would you please welcome Vernon Booger Ray? How are you? Well, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, same to you.
Thank you.
I've been watching you for a while.
You have, really?
Yeah. I heard you was a pioneer.
I guess that my great-grandfather, Marshall Carson, used to drive a wagon, I guess maybe something like the one you live in.
Yeah.
Back between Denver and Omaha.
Right.
Can I show this this picture here?
Yeah.
This is your home? Pretty much.
That's my home. That's my home right there.
Yeah.
It has been for years.
My
I've lived in that wagon 24 years.
Is that a fact?
Not that wagon and other wagons have wore out.
Yeah. Is this what you'd call something like a Conestoga wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You're from Oklahoma.
All right.
Did we fly you
Black
out?
Hills out there. Well, sure you flew with me.
Somebody told us this was just your first ride on a...
That's right.
On
On
an
the
airplane?
Buzzard Circus.
On the Buzzard Circus?
Carcass.
Buzzard Carcass.
Yeah.
Did you like to fly?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure do.
They treat you nice on the...
Oh, what are you talking about?
Well, I mean, were they...
I had a couple little girls on there that waited on me, and they found out I was coming to your show.
Yeah?
And I had done, I paid them for some beer and whatnot on there.
Yeah.
And they say, hey, Booger, we're going to give you your money back.
Oh.
Now, we're going to let you have your money back. I call one of them Tutu and another Cha-Cha.
These were the stewardesses?
Yeah.
On the plane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, where'd you fly in from?
We flew in from Dallas.
Yeah. Now, were you born in Oklahoma?
Oh, yeah. Born and raised there in them mountains.
Yeah.
Right. Southeastern Oklahoma, back in the Pine Mountains.
Yeah. When did you start living in the wagon?
About 24 years ago.
Can I ask why you decided to do that?
Yes. Me and my wife separated. Is that a good cause? You don't know how come it, don't you?
Got a spare wagon?
Yeah. I got a spare pair of mules, too.
Got a spare pair of mules, too, huh?
Sure have.
So after your wife separated, you decided you were just going to pioneer around yourself?
Why, sure.
Never got remarried at all?
No, I don't have to.
Yeah?
I have all the women I want without being married.
But you're constantly on the road, aren't you?
That's right.
So you don't have somebody who travels with you, do you?
No. If I've got one today, I'll get to get shut of her because I'm going to have another in the bar, and they won't get along together.
So you just hitch up the wagon and out of town?
Just hook the mules up and I'm headed out. Yep.
A constant motion may be the way to do it. Just keep going from city to city. Have you had any relationship with a lady since your wife that's lasted more than just a stopover?
Just a stopover?
Yeah.
Ain't no stopover with me.
No, I mean, when I say, do you just see one lady one time and then you move on quickly?
Oh, yeah, 100%. That's right.
Well, what happens if you get attached to somebody?
I don't get attached to them.
Any reason?
Oh, yeah. Because I don't want to.
How did you get the name Booger?
Okay. Well, when I was a boy, I was a booger.
What
Don't you think I look a lot like a booger now?
I don't know exactly what that means.
Well, when I went to school, I was always in a fight.
Yeah.
And then after I got bigger, I went to bull riding.
Mm-hmm.
And a bull rider bucked out. And they went to put me through the chute, calling me Booger.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And it just
I
stuck.
get on the bull and they say, well, here come Booger.
And it stuck.
Okay. we was over Tahlequah, Oklahoma, at a rodeo. Well, they had a bull over there they called Booger. And they heard about Booger and knowed I rode bulls, so they sent after me to ride this bull.
Yeah.
He was a bull.
Uh-huh.
Well, he was a bad bull. Said, now we're going to see who's the worst. You're the bull. Now, both of you boogers. But he threw me.
Yeah, he threw you.
Yep.
That's rough work, isn't it, riding in rodeos like that?
Well, it's not easy.
Yeah. Now, how do you make a living? Do you mind if I ask?
Now?
Well, I guess I have to take a commercial, because isn't that right, Fred?
Yes, sir.
What? Yeah, how do you make a living right now?
Well, I drive down the road and people makes my picture and they pay me for it and I sell postcards and, well, different ways.
You really don't have any rent or anything, do you?
No
Because you have your
rent,
house?
no lights, no, well, I don't...
What kind of thing?
I don't even pollute the air.
Well, that's true. Yeah. What kind of amenities do you have on this thing? Do you have a stove? I mean, do you have a kitchen?
I have a wood cook stove on there, cast iron, full cap wood cook stove, and the pipe coming out the top. You see the pipe coming out the top?
Yeah.
Okay. And I got my cabinets in there, and I got a feather bed in there, and, well, I'm at home.
That sounds pretty good.
Oh.
How far have you traveled?
You need you one.
What? Yeah. Where have you traveled so far?
Oh, I've been in, I don't know how many states I've been in.
Yeah.
I've been at this 24 years.
In other words, when you get tired of one place, you just the wagon and off you go, huh?
Just keep it going.
Not a bad way to live, is it?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's home sweet home wherever you go.
Okay, we're going to take a commercial. We'll come back and talk a little more, all right?
Good.
Okay, Booger. We'll be right back.
Excuse me.
No problem. We know about kaopectate, too.
Kaopectate actually absorbs the germs that can cause diarrhea.
Kaopectate, thanks. The diarrhea specialist.
The Joffrey Ballet on Avia aerobic shoes. The LA Raiders on Avia athletic shoes. If you're serious about your workout, be serious about your shoes.
Candy for me?
I hope you don't think I'm being too forward on our first date, Margaret.
Oh, no.
Remember when the best things in life were sweet, pure, and natural? One still is. Sugar.
Up in Chicago, the #1 hot dog is Oscar Mayer. But here in Little Rock, Brian is #1. In Buffalo and Minneapolis, Oscar Mayer is #1. But in Little Rock, Brian is the best-selling hot dog. People love the taste of Brian hot dogs so much, you might be wondering why they're not #1 up north, too. We think it might be because we don't sell them up there. Brian, the #1 hot dog in Little Rock.
The Nissan Stanza GXE is equipped with a host of standard features any family can appreciate, like a 4-speaker stereo cassette system, power mirrors, even power windows, door locks, and antenna, all standard. And if you buy a Stanza right now, it also comes with another luxurious feature, $1,000 cash back from Nissan. Now, if that's not a well-equipped car, what is?
See your all-American Nissan dealer today.
On Hunter, an organized crime execution. The feds arrest the wrong man. Case is closed. Something your fault. And a killer runs free. Saturday.
He sings. He dances. He... Oh, I get it. April Fool.
Oh, please stop my sides.
Tonight, Art Donovan and Elaine Boozler.
What happens when your Toyota dealer has outstanding availability on quality cars and trucks? He has 99 days in March with 99 ways to save. Name one, a #1 selling Toyota truck for $99 a month. And a $99 a month truck is only one way to save. There are dozens more with free option packages and factory dealer incentives. Toyota dealers are open late with immediate financing and thousands of ways to save. But hurry, 99 days in March ends soon. The 99 days and the $99 trucks are still going fast, so see your Toyota dealer now.
What's hot at Great Deals this weekend? They're having a flower festival with a huge truckload of florist-grade plants fresh from Florida. Bring the exotic into your home with tropical plants and hanging baskets, hibiscus, fig trees, and many more. Turn your living room into a garden of color with florist-grade potted mums, just $3.97 each. Put a touch of the tropics in your home this weekend during the Flower Festival at Great Deals.
Lyndall Trimble's reputation as Arkansas's largest volume Toyota truck dealer is staying intact. The reason? Another miracle deal. Now own a 1988 Toyota half-ton truck for the low, unbelievable price of $68.95. You heard right, only $68.95. Equipped with a 4-cylinder engine, 4-speed transmission, and many other standard features. This value can't be overlooked. Offer ends April 5th. Remember, $68.95. It's just another miracle deal at Lyndall Trimble Motors, the miracle dealership in Hot Springs.
A good idea is now the law in Little Rock. Buckle up.
We are back. And if you just joined us, if you just happen to tune in, this gentleman is Vernon Booger Ray from Oklahoma, who travels all over in his own wagon for the last 24 years. I asked
Johnny,
you about...
I'd like for you to excuse my hat.
What's wrong with your hat?
There's not too much wrong with it. It don't look good, but I had a good hat.
Yeah?
And I left, before I left home, well, the mules got a hold of it and chawed one side of it off.
Well,
and so I had to wear this.
Well, that looks like a nice hat to me. You said you watched the Tonight Show. You don't have a TV in the wagon,
No.
do you? When do
No
you see
way.
our show?
First one place another, when I get a chance
you
to
stop
see
them
TV.
overnight and see
Yeah.
it? Do you enjoy it?
Oh, yeah, sure
Yeah,
do.
I'm glad
I
you
really enjoy your show.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sure do.
Now, do you ever camp out in the wilds? I mean,
I'll camp out in the wild most all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that dangerous? Animals?
Well, it is.
Yeah.
We got lots of wild animals in those Pine Mountains.
Do you ever have a problem?
Yes, I have.
Like what?
Well, I was riding for a guy back in the White Oak Mountains, and his brother was going to kill hogs over the mountain on the other side.
Yeah.
And he asked me, he said, I can't go, I got too much to do. Could you go for me? I said, I sure can. Well, we went over, we just talked all day till just about dark. And he told me, Booger, you better go home. You got work to do at home.
Yeah.
So I was riding an old potted mule, bareback, with a blind bridle on. I don't know whether you know what that is or not. Nevertheless. When I started, he says, hey, you better take this meat with you. Well, take an old flour sack, and he put this meat in this flour sack and put it up in front of me on this old mule. I taken it off over the mountain. It was almost dark. And I got on top of White Oak Mountain. Why, my mule got scared. And I kind of fussed at my old mule, and she didn't pay me too much attention. And she just whirled around and started back the other way.
Yeah.
And that threw me off because I didn't have no saddle. Well, about that time I heard something. I said, uh-oh.
Not a sound I recognize.
No, I know what you are. Well, I got my mule turned around and headed back for home. And about that time, one gave a bloody scream. Just like a woman with a house afire or something. Well, I knew what that was.
What was it?
That was a mountain lion. Well, he wasn't after me, but he was after that sack of meat that I was hauling. So I threw it off. I said, you can have it. Because this mule, you're going to have me and my meat, too.
Yeah.
So the mule's going to throw me. So I throwed the meat off. Well, I goes on in to Bessie, best pal, and he says, Booger, didn't Benny send us any meat? Yeah. I said, you sure did.
Yeah.
He said, well, what'd you do? I said, well, I'll tell you, Bess, I throwed that meat down on top of the mountain. So how come you do that? I said, well, there's a panther after me, a mountain lion. He was after me.
Right.
And I'd rather give him the meat and ride my mule and come on in. And I said, that mule brought me in. Don't think it did.
Yeah.
Well, he come as just, ho, 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 you know. And his wife came out of the kitchen and said, Bess, don't laugh at him.
Yeah.
You done worse than he done. Yeah. Of course, they've been in the mountains for years.
Yeah.
And she said, I'll tell you what he done, Booger.
Uh-huh.
Said he's bringing in a big deer. And said one got after him, and he throwed his deer off.
Yeah.
And his horse run away with him.
Uh-huh.
And he throwed his deer off.
Right.
He said, don't laugh at Booger.
Right.
Now, we have all kinds of wildlife up in those mountains. There's for miles and miles and miles in there that there's no houses and not a fence.
Right.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah. An authentic frontier story. Are you going to sing us a little song? Somebody said you have a little song?
Well, I could.
Yeah, well.
If I get them boys over there to try to...
Is there a tune to this?
Yeah.
Is there any song that they play with you?
Well, I hope so. They have done it before.
Sure. Okay. I guess you want to start and let them join in, or?
Yeah.
You want them to start and you join in, or?
No, they don't.
You want me to start?
No, you start.
Well, I don't know what
you're a pioneer.
Well, that's true, but I don't know I don't have a big pioneer repertoire. How's it go?
We're the last of the Oklahoma pioneers. We travel far and near with our wagons and mules of the olden days, and the ramrod is old Booger Ray. We don't worry about smog devices, our mules are polluting the air. Our gas shortage causing high prices, happening most everywhere. We're the last of the Oklahoma pioneers. We travel far and near with our wagons and mules of the olden days. And old Booger Ray.
Yeah, hey! Booger, thank you for being with us. Booger. Thank you. We'll check in with you. Thank you. Say something. Thank you, Booger. Say something. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we'll do that later. Right. Big lion. I kind of envy Booger.
Yeah.
Especially tonight. Out there all by himself. Just nature. Kind of a nice way. You know, you get out, you clear your head.
Right.
We could do that. We could get a wagon after the show's over, or maybe while the show is on, we get a wagon.
And just head out.
And just head
into
out
the sunset.
Into the sunset. All right, our next guest. Why am I talking like Gabby Hayes? Dick Cavett will be out here tomorrow. Yes, of course he will.